Hello guys, what is up? This is RJ and this is going to be the Juggernaught class overview video. Now your Juggernaught is your first heavy armor class. What does that mean? Well, it basically means they have a ton of health and are slow as balls. So they're not a good class for capping. They're mainly a defensive class, and they are very good at being the first heavy defensive class. Your primary weapon for a Juggernaught is going to be your fusion mortar. It is essentially a delayed grenade launcher. It shoots a grenade in an arc. It has a pretty decent arc, and the grenade detonates a little bit after it fires. The Merv launcher, it's a modified version of the fusion mortar. I haven't unlocked it, so I don't know what it is, and I assume it has a much larger radius. I don't know the actual gameplay. You're going to have to try this. It looks a lot like the fusion mortar. It is expensive to get an experience. Remember, I get about 2k to 3k experience a match, so this is quite a number of games, 40 to 50 games. Your secondary weapon, you have a normal spin fuser, except it's a lot bigger. It's green, it has a larger radius, and it does a little bit more damage. It does make you feel like you're heavier. The weight is there behind it. And then the X1 LMG, it looks like a hit scan weapon. Have not tried this out yet. It is also insanely expensive. So if you like the Juggernaught and you want to play more of the Juggernaught, I suggest you try experimenting with these weapons. They are quite expensive, and remember, this is a beta, so most likely things will go down in price or maybe even go up in price later on. Your belt item, you have a heavy AP grenade. It's just like, it's just a mine. It's a grenade mine. It's an interesting weapon. I will show it to you in some gameplay. And then this is the actual grenade mine. This is actually, oh wow, the model was different. Interesting. This is your normal grenade. This is a grenade mine. It's not as expensive as the other two weapons, but still quite a bit of experience. Your pack, you have your health regeneration pack, fairly decent. I got the first upgrade because you always really want to get the equipment upgrades as soon as possible because they're generally very good upgrades. Your armor, you have the Juggernaught armor, and there's a bunch of upgrades. I have not unlocked any as of yet. They do cost quite a bit with the last one being at 12k. If you played this class a lot and you really do enjoy it, I highly suggest you get the upgrades. If you're noticing why the quality of the Juggernaught is actually not good, it's because I have this on minimal settings, because the game isn't truly optimized to how I would like it. It runs fairly low, so I put on the lowest settings. Perks, I'm still using the default perks, have not unlocked any new ones. As a Juggernaught, I would suggest that which one is it? I believe it's in the secondary. Super Heavy looks interesting. It looks to be a really good one. If you're going to be the heavy on flag, you're going to be the one just doing everything. Potential Energy is another really nice one, and Survivalist is always just a decent one. Mechanic, depends on what kind of role you're playing, but those would be the four that I would generally choose if you're going to be playing a Juggernaught on the secondary perk. Primary perk. Bounty Hunter looks like a decent one. Safe Fall, Safety Third is always a very good one. Not sure what is the most optimal Juggernaught perk system, because I've actually not even read it. Most of the time I read like, this is a good perk for this class, but I haven't even seen that. Well, anyway guys, that is the class customization, and now we're going to go into some gameplay. The Juggernaught is your classic defense role. It's the first heavy class you unlock, so if you're going to play defense, play this class. If you do not have the Doombringer, unlock. The Doombringer is by far a much better defensive class just because of some of the weapons and mechanics that the Doombringer can have. Now, the Juggernaught and other heavy classes tend to run out of ammo fairly regularly, so you're going to want to pick up looter or another class or another perk that gives you more ammo, and just look for ammo drops everywhere. This is the Fractal Grenade Launcher. It's what I was talking about. It is a delayed grenade launcher. It's fairly good at what it does. If you time it properly, you can get very good kills with the Fractal Grenade Launcher. Another thing you want to do is when you do run out of ammo, you want to press the 4 key and then summon an inventory station near your flag. First of all, that gives a target for other people to hit, and it doesn't really... And it just helps you. It helps the Doombringers, helps other heavies there. Now, if you saw there, I tagged with the left alt key. It just shows people where everyone else is. Now, another important thing. If you can see in the credit screen, or on the credit thing on the right-hand side of the screen, I had 3k credits. What you want to do is, if you have extra credits and you already have an inventory station or other things, just upgrade your turrets, because your turrets are going to be your first line of defense. They are so important. Upgraded turrets are a lot better than not upgraded turrets. Another thing is that the Juggernaught generally gets a lot of kills. It's also a very decent dogfighting class. It's not as good as the soldier or the Pathfinder by far, just because the amount of energy that soldiers and Pathfinders are able to get. But if you have good surprise, if you surprise your enemy, which is one of the best tactics you can ever possibly do. This is a total luck shot, by the way. I'm so proud. It's not as good as the soldier or Pathfinder by far in dogfighting. Right here, I was at the enemy base. I was actually trying to get a flag. I didn't kill the guy. And the fractal grenade launcher is perfect for certain situations where you can go over a hill, throw the fractal grenade launcher, and it has a chance of hitting the enemy, which is exactly what I did, and I just happened to get the kill, which is always nice. And another thing I really have to stress is playing the fucking objective. Also known as PTFO, it was something that I learned while playing Battlefield in the Battlefield community. Basically, it was just a group of guys that were trying to get the Call of Duty players that were joining the game to play the fucking objective in Battlefield. And it's just another thing that I really want to stress in this game. Defend the flag. Don't worry about the generator as much. Flag is way more important than the generator. If nothing's going on and there's generators being attacked, by all means go ahead, but always have the flag ahead of the generator. Now that is what is called a flag toss. And I was so happy that I got it. There was another thing that someone was suggesting on the community, was that if you're about to cap, give the flag to the Juggernauts that have been defending your flag, because they deserve the points. I really preferred that the other guy that was actually being the real defender, get the flag. Now, as you can see, my score is fairly good. I got a lot of points this time. This was the first one of the day. This was actually my first game. I thought it was very good. Juggernauts are never ever at the top. If the only time they're at the top is if they're just kill whoring and not doing anything. I got 7th place, fairly good. Juggernaut class, decent defense class, and a really fun class to play overall. The first heavy class you unlock, so I highly suggest that you pick it up. If you're having trouble defending, grab the Juggernaut and do your best and keep those tips in mind. Well, anyway, guys, this has been RJ, and this has been some Tribes Ascend Juggernaut overview. Don't forget to subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys next time.